a story time. A throwback, matter of fact. A few years ago, we're going back. 23 right now. And I believe, if not mistaken, at this time I was 19, around that age, 20. I made a video at the time on Keegan's podcast. I made a lot of videos at that time. But there was this one specific video. I have no clue if that video is still online. I'm pretty sure I deleted it. I hope I deleted it for the best. But the original video was called I Got a Haircut. Now, back in the days, you didn't see me with this type of hair. I wasn't tatted up, nothing. Hygienical? No, the hygiene wasn't there. But that's not the point. In that video, I showed a fake gun. Not thinking anything of it, anything about it. That was the intro. The intro of the video, I think, was literally cocking it. As we call in the Netherlands, kermispistooltje. Couple of bucks, you can get them by the fair. I go to bed, upload the video, whatever. Video as per usual, daily upload. I think I uploaded twice during those times. But I do know I upload it every day. I get called at like 6 a.m. in the morning. My dad phones me. I was babysitting the neighbors across. They were gone on vacation. I was babysitting their cats and taking care of the house, etc. And I was sleeping there. Because, hell yeah, free electricity, free food. Fuck yeah. I ain't saying no to that. And I'm like, looking at my phone. Because I had a missed call, right? Because I had it on Do Not Disturb. But when you have Do Not Disturb on, after 2 times, it goes on. Regardless if you want it or not. Yeah, what's up, Dad? There's police downstairs. What the fuck is going on? What? There's police down there and they want you. So I look out the window. Bear in mind, I'm 3 stories high, right? I'm in the attic. And there was this washing room next to the room. Tiny little room. Had a small little window. I open it. What the fuck? 4 police cars. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? So I get dressed. I said, yeah, I'll be there within 2 minutes. I'm not thinking much about it. I'm like, oh shit, someone broke in our house or something, or what happened, right? I get escorted from the house to my house, literally across the street. 2 police people were waiting outside. Are you Keegan? I said, yeah, what's going on? We need to talk to you. I said, okay. What the fuck's going on? They escort me to the inside of my house. Literally, bro, 3 fucking officers inside. And 2 outside. And 3-4 police vans outside. And they told me that they got a anonymous tip from someone that watched my video. And said they're looking for the gun that I showed in the video. I said, that's not a real gun though. But they don't know that. Obviously, because you have to remember, this was around the time when people were making homemade schematics for guns, right? 3D printed guns. They weren't as good as they are now. But still, you could 3D print them at home, or you could buy a broken gun, an airsoft gun, and transform it into an actual shooting gun. Like a blank gun that shoots blank, you could transform that into a real gun. So yeah, I obviously understand. I'm not nervous at all. I'm just really confused. But that was the case. They got in a tip from someone from who I never know, because it was anonymous. They wouldn't tell me. And obviously, well, information is there to be found. I mean, when you work for the government, you literally can type in any name, you find any address. It's not a secret for them. That's literally their right they have. And I said, yeah, it's up there in the attic where I was staying at the neighbor's house. And they said, can you keep it distant? I said, yeah, of course. I said, it ain't a real gun though. So she picked it up with like, there's one of those blue gloves. Put it in the fucking evidence bag. It's bizarre, bro. They put it in the evidence bag. I mean, look, I'm laughing now, but obviously at that time, it could have been a real gun. They could have prevented a potential shooting. They could have really. And I ain't mad at them, bro. I applauded them. I said, no, I fully get it. I didn't think of it as anything serious. Toy gun, cock it back, show people. I was a bit fucking stupid, still am, but you get my point. I was a teen, bro. I was naive. I was a young adult. What am I saying? I wasn't 16. I was 18, 19. Nah, I'm pretty sure I was. Nah, bro, it could have really been 5 years ago. Yeah, saying that it was because I didn't have my place at the time. And then they had asked me because they had done research on my main channel. Because for those that know, maybe back in as a kid, as a teen, I want to say 15, 17, 18, I made these knife collection videos. And apparently, the knives that I showcased were illegal. I didn't know that at the time because I had bought them from a knife shop thinking that they're completely legal. Right? Why would a shop sell illegal knives? Makes no sense. But I said, I threw them away a long time ago because they're just shit quality. That's what I said to them. Like, it wasn't good. It broke after a few times using it. I threw the shit in the trash. They searched my room. They made a fucking mess out of my room. Insane, because I was still living up in the attic. Bro, they threw my fucking mattress on the floor. You know those little scrap boxes from the IKEA you can put clothing inside? Everything was fucked up on the floor. They tilted the entire room searching for those knives. And I said, I don't have them anymore. I threw them away a long time ago. And then they asked for this one specific knife. I remember what specific knives they asked about. It was I know, it was a Karambé, I think it was. I think that's what it's called. And it was a curved one. Those aren't legal here in the Netherlands. I didn't know this at the time, you know. It had no input on it. And it was a knife with a few green skulls on them. And I said, I also don't know where that knife is. I haven't seen it in months. Because I remember as a teen, I used to carry pocket knives on me. Not for protection like these fucking retarded kids do nowadays. Or they use machetes. Ridiculous. That's not what it's used for. But I had a pocket knife as a kid because, well, that's what I got brought up with. Having a pocket knife was not for defense. Isn't for defense. It's for using it. But nowadays, I really think nowadays, if you have a pocket knife on you and you showcase it in public for like cutting up an apple or cutting up a package, you'll probably get the feds on you, bro. Again, in the Netherlands, it's a serious thing because throughout the past 10 years, a lot of stabbings have happened, especially from the city where I come from, Rotterdam. Unfortunately, it's become the norm that teens carry machetes on them, like zombie knives. It's sad, bro. But anyways, besides that, I said, nah, I ain't got that knife no more. Threw that also away. And that was pretty much it. They had left. They said they are going to do research on the knives. I said, oh, do your thing. And then they left. And my mom, obviously shocked. My dad was like, stupid of you, but whatever. That was the same time when I got caught driving without a license in my dad's car. My mom was fucking furious. My dad was more upset with the fact that I woke him up because he had work that day. That's because my dad did the same shit as a kid, bro. My dad did worse things than I did in South Africa. I can't tell you what he did in South Africa, but the similar things, worse things than I did. But I got it from my father, I suppose. But no, like I said, it was a shocker because when I made that video, I didn't think anything about it. I didn't. I was naive, bro. I'm like, oh shit. So they raided my house. And it took me 40 to 50 minutes to clean up my entire room. I had to redo my bed. You know when they flip your mattress, they throw it on the floor because what I had a wooden bed at the time, right? With these crates under it. And you had a hidden spot in it as well. And obviously, when you have like an illegal firearm or some form of illegal, whatever, people often hide it under the bed or like in the mattress or under the mattress. And that's where they thought that something would be. Yeah, that pretty much. There's nothing else I can add to because there just simply isn't anything to add to the story because that's literally the story. And then they went their way and that was the end. Never heard anything about it. That pretty much. It was crazy. Yeah, because I think for me and my parents, the most embarrassing thing was the fact that the neighbors were like, why are there police cars in front of his house? As far as I know, I don't remember saying to them what happened. Because, well, I get that they were curious, but I don't think I even told them. I mean, obviously, I told the neighbors that I was babysitting the house at the moment. Like, yeah, they just got in the house, etc. They even searched their house. for any more potential guns. But I just show them like this is his toy room. I just thought I'd get like a play gun of him and just showcase it. But very stupid. And have I learned of it? Yeah, I definitely have. And that's kind of one of the main reasons why I no longer make like knife collection videos. Even though, yeah, I live on private property, I'm allowed by law to have a machete on there. It just isn't smart to showcase it online. And I'll tell this to anyone that's watching this. I used to go to school with someone. That person actually changed for the better. I spoke to someone I used to go to school with, and I asked, how's he doing? And he's apparently become a tattoo artist nowadays. So that's really cool. That guy used to post machete photos on Instagram. I used to know him personally. I wasn't very good friends with him because he was a fucking cunt. I couldn't stand the guy. He was a dickhead most of the days, but sometimes he could be really nice, But majority of the time he was a cunt. Didn't like him. So it was more of a mutual. And he at the time often posted or frequently posted him with people in a photo with machetes, etc. And I guess he changed after that because I did hear that he went to jail for a while because he got caught with a machete. How I know is because few mutuals and because he didn't post for like 3 years on his Instagram. But he's a tattoo artist now. He's a changed man. And this is just to show you that you can get out of that life if you choose to. It's a tricky situation, but he used to be wrapped up in like these stupid illegal activities. I used to go to school with people that used to be caught up in doing illegal things like, sell drugs, be in a gang. Which I know for people watching, like, the fuck? Y'all got gangs in the Netherlands? We do, but it's not like Bloods and Crips. You've got like, well, that's funny I say that, but you go like 15, 20 years back ago, people were jacking Bloods and Crips in the Netherlands. Yeah, that was weird as fuck, bro. Like back in the day, people would jack Blood and Crip, but it wasn't officially a thing in the Netherlands. Like, you had the purple Cribs, you had the Bloods, you had the Cribs. You know what I mean? Sorry, the grape Cribs, not purple Cribs, but you get the point. They would be jacking the flags, but they weren't officially, But it's the same in Netherlands. You'd be surprised. There are a lot of gangs. I don't know any of the names because I'm a fucking civilian. Why the fuck would I know what the names of gangs are in the Netherlands? I ain't focusing on criminal activities like that. I got better shit to do in my life than But yeah, thought I'd just let you know. You got like smaller cliques in the Netherlands, but not official. Like I said, no Bloods, no Crips. They might jack them, but they're not official like in America established. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little throwback to those. Again, I'm not sure if you can find that video online. I hope for the better that video is offline. If not, then I'll make sure to do that after this video. But I have definitely learned my lessons. And this is another thing. This is actually more of a question for those watching. This is a question to my American viewers, right? If you've made it so far in the video. Is it legal, right? Because I know in America you need like a license, a permit or something for a gun. You can't be a convicted felon, and own a gun. Is it legal to like showcase / review, unbox like weapons on the internet? Because I do know like the ATF is a thing very much hated in America. I remember that. Yeah, my brother worked for a company a few years ago, and he got me a couple of caps with ATF on it, and he said, "Be careful wearing it in the videos because in America it means a whole different thing." But it was the company's name, ATF, short, right? And fuck me, the comments were harsh. Ooh, I'm like, okay. Eventually, I stopped wearing that cap. I stopped wearing that cap in public. But I also just don't wear caps in general. I don't like caps, bro. Like, they make you go bald. I know a friend of mine, his hairline is fucked because he wears and sleeps in it. I'm telling you, that dude sleeps in caps. His hairline is so bad and his hair's so thin. Look at my hair. Super handsome, right? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. And I will see you maybe in the next story time. Let me know if I should make more of these videos, make more of these throwback videos. And then I'll see you next one. Adios.